Where and when were you born?
I was born October 17, 1990, and I was born in Daly City, specifically Cedar Medical Center. But I grew up in, well, half the beginning part of my childhood was in Pacifica, and then the rest was in Daly City. Like until now, it's Daly City. Specifically Cedar Medical Center. But I grew up in, well, half the beginning part of my childhood was in Pacifica, and then the rest was in Daly City. Like until now, it's Daly City.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about the differences between parents born in the Philippines to the person you born in the U.S. Like basically the differences you notice between your parent and what you notice since you're in America.
Right.
Okay, so what are the differences you see and believe in? You see and believe in tradition between your parents and you? It's like, what's the difference between your parents and you, like in the beliefs and traditions? Because since you know how your parents were born in the Philippines and you were born in America, what do you see different from between you and your parents' perspective between the beliefs and traditions?
I feel like, so growing up, and I had like a lot of Filipino American friends, right? I kind of noticed that my parents were like really stricter, or more strict, and they wouldn't like really let me out a lot. They would always have a reason, like, oh, there's gonna be an earthquake at their house, and they're not gonna take care of you, or it's the streets are too violent, right? And I think that they have that mentality from living in the Philippines. I mean, I'm not sure about so much about earthquakes, but as far as like the violence on the streets, because I think from my dad's side, he lived in an area that's kind of like not really poverty, but it wasn't that safe. There was dogs running around. I remember one time when I visited the Philippines when I was in 3rd grade, I saw like this kid with weapons. So I do understand that belief of don't go out, you're gonna get hurt. But at the same time, I mean, I was living in Daly City, like nothing really happens, so as far as I know, and until recent years. But so yeah, safety would be one. Other beliefs and traditions that are different or the same. Let's see. Beliefs and traditions. Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Because basically, because individually we have different beliefs and traditions, like as an individual, as a person.
Yeah.
But since you were born in America, how are your beliefs and traditions different, seen as different between your parents that are born in the Philippines?
One of them is being open to the LGBT community. I have friends who are gay or bisexual or lesbian, and I remember growing up, my parents would kind of chastise us in the way that, like, why are you crying? Are you okay? And as harsh as it sounds, that's like kind of their mentality, and I feel like the tradition of being part of the LGBT community, especially religion, it's pretty strict in that sense, especially with older generations. So like my grandpa, he he's not really open minded to that, But me growing up here, in Daly City, and even going to school at San Francisco State, I'm really exposed to that, and my mind is, I guess, in that sense, it's more diverse. And I mean, given the fact that like they're starting to understand that people are just people, and just let them be. So, but in the beginning, that was really a major difference.